about a day late saying hello, aren't I? Did you miss me yesterday? I missed you. The morning came, I was working on some things for school, and then the morning got away from me. We have lots and lots of things going on here at our house. So look, I haven't changed the calendar since Friday. So we better change that. Today is not Saturday. It's not Sunday. It's not Monday. Hopefully you are doing some nice things with your family to celebrate all of the people who've served our country. It's not even Tuesday. Look, it is Wednesday the 27th. Wednesday the 27th. Yesterday was the 26th. Hopefully you did good things in your classroom with your teachers. And tomorrow will be the 28th. Today, the 27th, it is a very important day at our house because today they're going to start using big hammers and saws and knocking out all kinds of cabinets and countertops. And that's what took so much time yesterday morning. We were finishing getting our kitchen emptied because we won't have a kitchen for the next couple of months. Well, they build a new kitchen for us. So today, the 27th of May, is day one of construction. So videos might have some booms and bangs in the background in the next couple of weeks as they are tearing stuff out and putting stuff in. So happy Wednesday morning. I am also noticing that we do not have very many days until the end of the month. Should we count how many days until June? So we've already woken up today. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more days, and then it's June. Can you believe it? Even though Memorial Day, Monday, was not the official start of summer, it was not summer solstice, a lot of people in Michigan think of it as the start of summer. And did you notice how hot it has been? It has been so hot. So I would like us to sing the spring song because I feel like spring is almost gone. Really, when I think of June, I think it's summertime already, even though we're still in school for a little while. The sun is shining bright, the sun is shining bright. Oh, how I love the warmth, the sun is shining bright. The rain is falling down, the rain is falling down. Oh, how I love the sound, the rain is falling down. The flowers start to bloom, the flowers start to bloom. Sight, the flowers start to bloom. Should we sing it again? Because we might not sing it that many more times. The sun is shining bright, the sun is shining bright. Oh, how I love the warmth, the sun is shining bright. The rain is falling down, the rain is falling down. Oh, how I love the sound, the rain is falling down. Flowers start to bloom, the flowers start to bloom. Oh, how I love the sight, the flowers start to bloom. And the weeds start to grow. I have weeds growing in my garden that I am trying to keep away. We call them bindweed because they wind all around things and bind up the other plants to make it hard to grow. They're not good sharers. They take all the food and all the water, so my plants that I love can't grow. So we're going to try to take care of those this spring while we're home. And hopefully we'll have a more beautiful garden this summer because we do the job that we need to do in the spring. We do some organization and some planning and some preparing in our garden. That's the plan anyway. Thinking about spring, it got me thinking about our Special Olympians at Keidan. How many of you missed going bowling this winter and this spring? That was a sad thing. We did not get to go bowling with Special Olympics. How many of you like bowling? Do you like bowling? Yes. Or do you not like bowling? No. What do you think? I like bowling or I don't like bowling? I'm going to err on the side of liking bowling. I think it's pretty fun. But you can point to the yes or point to the no. You could say the word yes or no. You could say a whole sentence. I like bowling. I don't like bowling. Or you can just look at the one that fits for you. Which one fits for you? I'm curious to know. You can tell us in our classroom. You can tell your teacher if you're watching this with your teacher. Tell your mom, your dad, the grown-up that you live with. I'll bet they would be interested in answering the questions too. It would be interesting to know how many grown-ups like or dislike bowling. Other than Special Olympics, I haven't done much bowling as an adult. I did more as a kid. I would go with my grandma. So that was kind of nice. But I talked a little bit about keeping things organized outside in my garden, keeping the plants where the plants go and getting rid of the weeds and making sure that things have enough room to grow and enough space for things. And I just got a new book from my favorite author. It's called A Little Spot of Organization. And I'm going to be honest, I did not pre-read this one. Usually I read books first before I read them to you. This one, I took it out of the box. I put it on my desk because I thought, I love this author. It's going to be perfect. So we can read it together. It's by Diane Albert. And we've read a lot of these spot books together. They're good ones. They teach us lessons as we read them. That's what I like. So as I've been packing up my kitchen and packing up things here, and this is really my sewing room. It's not really my office, even though I use it as my office classroom. It's really got lots of crafty things in it. But I've been packing all of that up so it doesn't get dusty and dirty. It's been a lot of organizing. And it'll be a lot of organizing when we put things back. So maybe this will be a good book for me. A Little Spot of Organization. Hi, we are Little Spots of Organization. And it looks like you need our help. We are going to show you some ways you can be organized. We would love for you to help us. I just don't know how this room got so messy. How many of you have a messy room at home? If you could see the floor in this room sometimes, oh my gosh, there's a reason the camera does not point down. You don't see what's on the floor or under my desk. It's kind of messy. Not right now, it's all packed up in boxes. First, let's get some containers that we can put things into. Then we can start sorting them into piles of toys, games, cars, and blocks. This is overwhelming. Where do we even start? That is the hardest part sometimes, isn't it? Knowing where to start. When tackling a big project like this, it's good to break it into chunks. I separated this room into sections. This way it doesn't seem so overwhelming and you can start with one section at a time. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, 4, 5, 6. Another strategy is to play a song and before it ends have all the items in the section picked up and put back where they belong. Everything has a spot and there is a spot for everything. I actually use that trick with the song, although I set a timer. I don't listen to a song. I set the timer for 15 minutes and I see, what can I do in 15 minutes? Let's get it done. Labeling color-coded bins is super helpful in sorting and finding what you're looking for quickly. To reduce clutter, it's helpful to create piles of things you want to keep, donate, or trash. I know donating toys can be hard, but you are really helping a child that doesn't have any toys. That is a really kind thing to do. And sometimes it's nice to kind of swap things around, isn't it? Maybe you're done playing with a toy that you still like it, but you don't play with it anymore, and somebody else can play with it. Don't they do that in the movie Toy Story? One of the later Toy Story movies, Toy Story 4 maybe? After a birthday is a great time to donate toys. It gives you a chance to go through toys you have outgrown because you're a year older. Do you remember when you were a baby and you used to play with this toy all the time? Should we give it to another baby? That's a great idea. I'll bet there are some grown-ups that have some things in their house that they don't play with anymore either. And maybe the grown-ups could look at things and think, maybe they've outgrown it. It doesn't suit them anymore. See, when you focus on one task at a time, it makes organizing so much easier. Wow, that went really fast. Look how clean that room became. I love having bins to label, to put things in. You could probably tell because you can see baskets over here, and I've had bins with things in it. These are all packed up right now so they don't get dusty with the construction. Look how amazing this room looks. See, everything has a spot, and there is a spot for everything. These kids look so happy that they have a clean room. They've got lots of space to play. They've got lots of space to sit on their bed, all because things got put away. Did you know how organizing actually grows your memory? It does this by training your brain to separate and categorize things. This can be used in reading. You have to keep track of many things at once while reading, like characters and plots, events and details. Let's look at some other ways that you can be organized. And that is very true. It's one of the reasons we separate things and we sort things in my classroom at school. They help get our brains ready for reading. Creating a routine will not only help you remember to do things like clean your room, it also helps you grow your responsibility spot and confidence spot. You can use magnets instead of drawing spots in the box. So look, there's a chore list here that looks a lot like my planner. Some of you might have visual schedules like this. Some of you in my classroom had a planner like that. You had to do job 1, job 2, job 3. We could just check them off. Make your bed, take a shower, brush your teeth, pick up toys, brush or comb your hair, turn off the lights, do your homework. That would keep you organized too, having a list. More responsible. Creating a to-do list is a great way to organize what you need to achieve, and it also gives you a strategy for getting things done. Writing down notes helps you remember things you might forget. Just be sure to put the notes where you see them easily. Now, every time you see the note, it reminds you to accomplish that task. Library book, Valentine's card, cookies for party. And we know some of our teachers have lots of notes on their desk, don't we? We write lots of things on little bits of paper and we put them where we can see them. I just love spot stickers. If you use multicolored spots to color code a calendar, it's easier to see what each family member has going on in a given day. Look, they've got different colors for different kids. Anna gets red, Ryan gets orange, and maybe Anna is pink, and holidays and birthdays are red. Red and pink are pretty close in color. But that would be helpful if you had 4 people in your family and 4 different colors of spots. Put things on the calendar. Sometimes I use different colored pens to write in my calendar. When you have to write a story, it can be challenging to come up with an idea. You can organize your thoughts by creating a story map. You can also use the story map to help understand a story you are reading. This can help you remember important elements in the story. And when I used to teach English, we used something very similar to that, to write down our notes as we read. We don't usually write down what we read at Keidan, but that's a good thing to keep in mind. Oh no, it looks like a scribble spot needs some help organizing his emotions. It's all messed up. If your emotions are feeling tangled, Anxiety, anger, or sadness are probably nearby. The first step in organizing your emotions is to identify what emotion you are feeling so you can manage it. And you know what? A lot of us are feeling some of those sad and scared and anxious emotions right now as we have to stay at home. So figuring out what you're feeling can help you know how to make you feel better. You think? There's a lot of anxiety and fear in our house right now. Even though we're very excited to have construction, we're very nervous about what that's going to mean for how we're going to live for the next little bit. Plus, we can't go out. We have to stay in our house still. And there's construction happening. It's going to be hard. Look, Scribble Spot was able to identify what he was feeling and guide it to his peaceful spot. Look, he's kind of like a rainbow now. Woohoo! His emotions are all organized now. He's got them all in the right place. Some families I've talked to they don't have their emotions all organized because they're feeling anxious or nervous about how much food they have. They're feeling anxious or nervous about how their kids are learning. Maybe that's your family. Maybe you need to make a list about the things that will help you get your feelings in place. That might be a good place to start organizing. Or maybe your feelings are already in place and it's time for you to start looking around and maybe cleaning up some of those toys so that you can have more space to be. Especially as we're staying home still, might as well have an organized place to live. So hopefully you were able to see how you can organize some aspects of your life, from cleaning your room to managing your emotions. I can't wait to see what you organize next. So, Keidan Rising Stars, this is my challenge to you. Organize something. Maybe it's a bookshelf in your bedroom. Maybe it's a drawer in the kitchen that you help sort all of the silverware with your family. Maybe it is organizing a basket of laundry and you help fold that basket of laundry. There are lots of little jobs that you can do to help organize things at home. Sometimes organizing the things around you help your feelings inside feel a little calmer. I think that's probably going to be the case at our house, that once things are organized and we're in a routine here with the changes that are happening, we'll feel a little calmer too. At least that's my hope. So, on this 27th day of May, I wish you a very good day. Remember to wash your hands, eat something healthy, and be kind to one another. I love you and miss you, Keidan Rising Stars. I'll see you soon.